Hey guys, what's going on? It's Newsy here. So I brought a new project car. It was pretty much my daily car. It's a 1994 Toyota Spacia YR22. It's a five-speed manual. It's a 2.2 litre 4YEC fuel injected engine, the old type. Their system's a bit, the more you learn about it, the more like, oh shit, the engineering to that was a bit crazy back then. But anyway, so I bought this car. It's a nice little van, and it's going to be my new daily. And sorry if my voice is coming off a cold, and I think my throat's infected. That's why my voice is so raspy, and anyway. So I bought a new Spacia, and it's going to be my new daily, my new project. Hopefully I won't have to work on it too much, as I've been doing on the KE70 wagon. To get it running smoothly anyway. It's pretty good for what it is. Few problems with it though. So the toilet temp gauge on the cluster doesn't work. I'm going to have to probably get that sent out to Speedline to get fixed. On the EGR system there's a few things missing, like the BVSV switch. The vacuum nipples on the switch are snapped off, and then the vacuum lines has been blocked off into itself. What else is there? And there's some other stuff. Anyway, I'll show you the van and I'll give you a tour, and then we'll have a look at some of the problems and the engine bay. Sweet. We have a few problems. So this is a one-man job. My VSV no good. So that's my VSV ISV for idle up under load conditions. Apparently sends about 100 RPM depending on the situation, something like that. That's what I've read. That goes there. The connector's okay, connector's all good. And then we've got the BVSV, bimetal vacuum switch. Apparently it's for EGR system. I'll try to point it out for you. Right there. A bit hard to see with all the hoses in the way. Yeah. No good, that's been snapped off. Oh, sorry about the torch, maybe it's shining directly. That's been snapped off, and then look at the vacuum line. Vacuum line for that's been T-pieced off, so that's no good. And then the thing I snapped was the connector. I was pushing on the tab too hard, and it snapped this bit for the AC idle up, which is over there. Hard to see that one. what I've done on that is, man, I need a cameraman. What I've done on that is I've went to try to undo the connector, thinking it was the VSV ISC to tune up my idle speed screw. I've gone to try and disconnect it and I've snapped the tab. So I was searching last night, and you can get the connector, and I think it's easy as just unplugging the pins and putting the new connector on, because as long as the pins are good, the pin should be able to slide into the new connector. And this is what the connector, I believe, should look like, because I think they're pretty much the same almost. So this might be a bit better if I do this. Yeah, it's the same as this. And what I've gone to do is I've gone to push on the tab there. It'll focus, and I've gone to, and I've snapped it. So I need to fix that one, which is over there somewhere. Yeah, that one there. So not really good. I wonder how that position is. It's hitting my windscreen, and hopefully my camera doesn't really fall down. I hope it won't. If it does, then $3,000 gone. So with this disconnected, I can adjust my idle speed screw, and it says here idle speed manual 700 RPM with the VSV for ISC disconnected, which is this. So I'm going to crank the car, turn it on, and adjust the idle speed screw. Let's do that now, shall we? And I've had a problem where I try to crank it and it doesn't want to crank and idle on its own, because I think I've adjusted it a bit too low, or my, as you can tell, my EGR system's fucking not working. So yeah, bypassing coolant and stuff, gases, it's not working ideally, so I've got to go fix that. I think the switches are $50 or $100 Australian. The BVSV, bimetal vacuum switch, is $50. That connector's $20. I've got to fix my coolant gauge. I bench tested the sensor. I'm pretty sure that sensor is just for sending coolant temp signal to the gauge. I know one of these connectors is cold start injector, the other one sends the signal to the EFI. Sends the coolant temp signal to the EFI system for the fuel ratio. So as long as they're good, it should be alright. I just got to keep my eye on the coolant reservoir's topped up, which is, it's low at the moment, so maybe it's been bleeding. Anyway, I'll do that. I'll give it a crank and see what happens, and adjust the idle. Hopefully this shakiness doesn't. I'll hold my camera when I crank it. Anyway, let's go. Make sure I'm in neutral. Foot on clutch just in case. Foot on brake. I'll just do a check. Side to side neutral. Alright, let's see if it will idle. Alright, it dropped down. Just trying to idle. See what I mean, and then it shuts off. So what I'm going to do is going to give it a few revs. Got a footy playing there. Turn that off. Alright, let's give it a few revs.
That is strange. With the VSV ISB, or C, sorry. I keep getting mixed up. Hopefully it's not too dark as well. It's idling at around 900 RPM. So it is within specifications as per the emissions control sticker. But on cold start, as you can see, or if coolant is a bit low, I guess, or cold, sorry, it struggles to start and idle on itself. So it could be that the EGR system and vacuum lines that are disconnected is causing that, or either my cold start injector that sends more fuel when it's cold is not working, or the temp sensor for the gauge is not just for the gauge, but it's also for the ECU. And also I've got my coolant reservoir sensor, that's buggered as well. I think the float net doesn't sensor that the coolant is working. Well, coolant is topped up. I've got it disconnected, and the amber light on the dash will always come on if it's connected. But I've got coolant in the reservoir, so I don't know, maybe I should. But if they say if you plug it in with the amber light, it plays around with the the fuel ratio. It sends more fuel, and that's not really what I want. I kind of want it because I'm getting really bad gas mileage unless my gauge is faulty. As you can see, I've already done half a tank. I filled up with unleaded 91, or ULP 91 in Australia, and I've only gotten 166 kilometers with half a tank. So realistically I should be getting 550 out of a full tank, and then if we times that by 2, that's about 302, oh 12, sorry. Oh yeah, 301. Like, my maths is horrendous. Anyway, yeah, so I'm either gonna, once I get all the vacuum and cooling done, sorted out, like my gauge fixed on the cluster, what I'm probably end up gonna be doing is getting this fixed, getting all the switches and all that fixed, and then, shit, I think my camera just died. I don't know what was recorded. Yeah, so my plan is I'm going to do a major service on this. Hopefully it recorded, I don't know, it shut off. Hopefully it recorded my gauge. I was saying I need to fix these sensors because someone's been in here and they've obviously broken some sensors, and they haven't told the previous owner that they've broken them, because if they did, they would have been fixed from the cost of the auto shop, repair shop, the mechanic. But I'm going to have to fix these sensors, make sure it's all good, make sure my vacuum EGR system's working. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to do a major service, so replace fuel filter, spark plugs, fuel pump. I ran 91 through it, so I'm going to run 98 because the fuel gauge, as you can see, it's at half, but I've only done 166 kilometers. So if that's going to get close to empty, I've only done 312 full tank, and I should be getting 550. So I don't know. Hopefully the new spark plugs will fix it, and fuel filter and fuel pump. I need to locate where the fuel filter is, and I'm going to put a KNN air filter in it as well. That should help it. And yeah, I need to get a new overflow sensor. That's buggered as well. It's detecting that my coolant is low even though it's topped up to full. That's going to be a unicorn part to find. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do some digging around and find some parts. So let's put it all back together and maybe go for a test drive. That'll be fun. Alright, let's go. I really hope this camera doesn't fall. It's on my dash, but the microphone's hitting the wind. You know what I can do actually? I'll unbolt it from the hot shoe mount and just have the and then do that. It should be good. And that's good. And my brother's home, so he's gonna tell me off. But let's fix the car and I'll park out. So VSV, ISV. I can leave this out, but I'll probably just put it back in. Because I need to plug it in there. I'll move soon, Ben. So hopefully I don't drop this. Alright, we got that there. Another thing, the throttle body is on top of the air filter, and I've been trying to find the post or a way on how people... Actually, would it be easier if I plugged in the connector first before I bolt it back down? No, that's a great idea, because that's how I took it off. That's how I took it off, so when you do something, you gotta do it in reverse order, as they say. So plug it in, and then put it on. Yeah, there's three EGR switches I've got to fix now. It's not ideal, but what can you do? Alright, let's feed that down. It's getting stuck. And boom. Bob's your uncle. Just don't drop the bolt, eh? A bit of a wiggle. Come on, feed in. Start the thread. Why isn't this getting started? Alright, I got it started finally. These old cars, man. They cram so much engineering into such a small space. Let's Car's got AC, power steering. I'm just gonna leave that. Hopefully, yeah. I'll just tuck it there. Maybe. So I don't want to hit the throttle body. So I'll just put it there. Maybe the amount of heat. And I might test drive it and go up to my friend's house and see how he's doing on his Skyline. But yeah, the idle up, I'm just gonna have to idle it up with my accelerator and hold my foot down. I don't want to do that too tight either. Just nip it up. That should be good. Make sure the AC idle up's connected. Yeah, it's all good. Oh, see, even this tab's been broken. I wonder if that one's still intact, but yeah. I wonder, these wires are exposed too. I might have to put feed some electric tape in between those, because it's got no insulation and I'm not sure if they can ground to each other. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to do that, because you got two coppers wires, looks like they're touching each other, and it might be doing something for the cold start. I don't know. But I'll go grab some electric tape if I got any, and then I'll be back. So I can't find any electric tape, so I might go over to my friend's house and see if he can help me with that connector. The other ones should be alright. Just got to remember how this goes. Oh yeah, it's got that there. That's really, I don't know. Which mechanic doesn't have electric tape? That is, I did have some, but it's gone. Yeah, should be alright for the time being. Let me just double check my work. AC logged. That's all good. My reservoir's below low again. But I did park on a hill, so I think every time the car's warm, it expands and then the coolant just flows out of the hose, because I'm on a steep hill. So what I might do is I might just top it up to low and see what happens. So this one, I think I had a bit of red coolant or pink coolant going through it, but I'll just give it a wipe and it should be alright. A little bit of cross-contamination shouldn't decimate my engine, should it? Put that in there. I do have the thing, but I don't think it's really that important. It's only when you're doing a coolant flush, an air bleed. I don't want to fill it to the top because then when I park on a hill, of some sort. The coolant's just going to be coming out of the reservoir. I think that should do it. Should do it fine. It's good. These just in case I need to adjust my mixture. That's my makeshift McDonald's cup tray for my van. I need to get a better one, but yeah, I think that's all good. Put my coolant back in the car. And then one thing I need to fix is I just realized, oh shit, now I've got to put this back on. It's gone on a bit tight. Bear with me. Oh shit. I was wondering where my snap-on torch went, and then I left it in the seat, which is good. I thought it was under there, but actually I need to start that. I don't think it's gonna move, but I need to tie down. But it should be alright. I don't even know where you meant to tie it down. There we go. Done and dusted. Let's see if my camera's still recording. Yeah, so I'm gonna get OEM battery strap downs because I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that's it for the video. Actually, I'm gonna go to my friend's house, go to the petrol station, pump up these tires, and be done with it. Cool.
Really? And it's already like it's mint. That just doesn't even halfway and it's tight.
So it's not the...
So the belt that I had last time was wrong. I don't know how long I was running with it, but...
So what's the squeaking coming from?
The belt was too loose because that adjuster was maxed out and it was still loose. But look at this one, I'm not even halfway and that shit's tight.
Oh, right.
See?
Yeah.
The other one was maxed out.
So
the belt was too big.
Yeah.
So that squeal should be going. You know that squeal you heard earlier when I was turning the wheel?
Yeah.
That shouldn't be there anymore.
How do you know how tight your belt should be? Like,
you just try to turn it 90 degrees and see. So when you turn this,
yeah. Oh, that's
it should stop there. If it keeps on going, it's too
because
too loose.
I was unsure how tight I had to do my power steering, but I think I've got mine pretty good.
Yeah. So if you come here and fill that with 2 fingers.
Yeah.
That's going past half.
Yeah.
So I've got to make. can't feel that now. And that's why you stop.
Alright guys, sorry I got busy helping my mate with his car. I'm just going to show you the Spacia now. Just make sure my mic was on. Here it is. So yeah, that's the van. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll keep you guys updated because right now I'm just going to help my mate Kavish. But yeah, I'll let you know on the fixes and stuff I've done on the car, and probably be a episode 2. Alright, leave it to it.